we have some big breaking news coming in. I'm going to cut you short. Breaking news coming in. Meta's Mark Zuckerberg has sent his apologies for the CSAM content, deepfake content and errors in operating the platform. Remember, Mark Zuckerberg's apologies here comes at a time when the Meta team in India have just arrived to meet with Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav. In fact, Mark Zuckerberg, in his apologies, makes it clear that they are not covered under intermediary definition. They select who receives the content. Safe harbor under IT Act not applicable. This is what we understand. It was made clear to the Meta team. They've admitted that a lot of money was paid for boosting certain type of content. They've apologized and regretted the mistake. Okay, so Mark Zuckerberg, they're sending his apologies for the CSAM content, deepfake content and errors in operating the platform. We believe the meeting that Meta team had with the Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav post which Mark Zuckerberg himself sending an apology to what has happened here. And also remember that Meta at this point is one of the biggest user base for Meta is in fact India. WhatsApp itself, Meta that owns WhatsApp, has nearly 837 million users from India. Facebook, 700 million users, all from India. Instagram, 500 plus million users, all from Instagram. And right now, we believe that Meta's top policy team is currently at Rail Bhavan for a key meeting with Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav. And that delegation includes Chief Global Affairs Officer Joel Kaplan and senior executives overseeing content policy and public policy. And sources say that the agenda of this meet includes content moderation, recent controversies that involve social media platforms, broader policy issues. Of course, this is all cropped up right when the students' protests happened at Jantar Mantar. Eventually, Prime Minister Modi's video that was suppressed by the Meta platform briefly before it came back. All of this sent red flags on the kind of moderation that Meta is trying to do. And here they are coming to on the table to discuss with the Indian government, with Mark Zuckerberg himself sending his apologies. Payal joining us for more on that. Give us more, Payal, on Mark Zuckerberg admitting some errors and apologizing. What was the agenda of today's meet with the Meta team?
Well, if you go back to a couple of days, on the 3rd of August, the government, in fact, had a meeting with the Meta officials through the IT committee. And basically, in that also, certain things were demanded in terms of apology was demanded. It was said that in 3 days flat, he will have to apologize. Otherwise, he will lose that social media cover that you have. The intermediary guidelines give you a cover against direct action being taken by the law of the land against you. So you have to pull down that content. That is something which has been there. But, huge news coming to the fore. 2 successive meetings today. IT Secretary Mr. Krishnan are meeting with the Meta officials early today, and then Ashwini Vaishnav, who's a hard taskmaster. Remember, he's the government's IT minister. He's also the INB minister. He having a tough conversation with Meta, saying that certain things are not acceptable. And if you remember, Nabila, we've been discussing for the last couple of days that what is algorithm, how does it function? There's a lot of confusion as far as that is concerned. To which Meta is said to have agreed that yes, some people who did not get that kind of traction have been getting that traction, and that is a mistake that is being made. Because remember, all the political parties put together, whether it's the Congress, whether it's the BJP or the Samajwadi Party put together, did not get the traction that new IDs or new logins like CJP really got. So obviously a big breakthrough as far as that is concerned. Meta apologizing for its mistake. They've been told that this is not going to be taken very lightly by the Indian government. The Indian government means business. India is a huge consumer as far as these social media platforms are concerned. Hundreds and thousands and lakhs of youths are there on all forms of social media. And WhatsApp, like you mentioned, Nabila, is a big and a very, very widely used platform for connectivity.
Yeah.
And all of these things are not going to be allowed. You cannot take the Indian consumer for a ride. And that is exactly what Ashwini Vaishnav had told us, at least a week or 10 days ago, when this entire controversy broke out about Prime Minister's video being taken on for 5 hours. He had said that, they will be, in fact, taught a lesson. They have to be accountable to the platform. The platform has to be accountable to the people of the country, because nothing means more than anybody, nothing means more than the people of the country as far as this government is concerned. It's a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So obviously, nobody can take them for a joyride. And, probably Meta did not have any particular response to really give as to what led to the 5-hour takedown of the Prime Minister's video. And therefore, an unconditional apology has been received by the government of India, is what I've been given to understand by my sources in the Ministry of IT.
Right. Payal, give us a little sense on the action that the Indian government has also taken with regards to a lot of content that was abusive, a lot of false content, deep fake that came up right in time when the Jantar Mantar protest was at its peak. And India has not seen a student-led agitation, at least in the last few decades, like what we saw this time. And it could have led to a huge law and order situation. And that's what the Indian government has been worried about. And we believe that notices were sent to the Meta head as well. And also, complaints were filed, and we hear that one complaint also includes, it directly names the Meta India head in a police case.
Well, the intermediary guidelines have been very much in place, Nabila. They've been there forever, and every time that an issue has been raised, remember, there have been several issues that have been raised, including one recently where they said child pornography content was very much available on Meta, and Meta failed to take any action as well. And also in the past, women have been put up for sale. So all of these issues have been taken up very sternly and very sturdily by the Indian government, because the Indian government says that they can't let these platforms take the country for a joyride. And of course, once you do not fall into line as far as the intermediary guidelines are concerned, what do the intermediary guidelines tell you? They tell you that if there's a content like this which is there, the responsibility of the owners lies on these websites or these platforms to take the content down and in fact chase the original creator of such content. If they fail to do that, then the law of the land will abide. Law of the land will actually apply on it, and the law of the land is very strict as far as these cases are concerned. But there's child pornography, objectifying women in a negative manner, or of course, deep fakes. Deep fakes have been one concern that even the Prime Minister time and again have raised. Multiple people, whether Sudha Murthy in the past, Sachin Tendulkar and his family, multiple people have raised the issue of these deep fakes. And in a situation like this, where the CJP protest was on, if these deep fake videos were out, they could have easily caused a big law and order issue.
Right. I also have Pallavi joining us. Pallavi, the kind of political commentary that came in on the Meta issue was also something to note. Like, for example, Nishikant Dubey of the BJP MP clearly, basically, he accused Mark Zuckerberg of trying to destabilize the government, the Indian government, that this was a deliberate attempt to destabilize the Indian government, asking Mark Zuckerberg to apologize.
And the government's, in fact, the Prime Minister's messaging was essentially a positive messaging, because the messaging was trying to reach out to the protesting students, to reassure them, to calm them down. So this is something which the government has never been able to understand, that why should the message one of the Prime Minister of the country be even imposing these kind of restrictions. Look, what my Meta sources told me, that initially they tried to get away by saying that there were too many reports coming in sense, if you report an account, it has an impact or restriction on its usage, and therefore because of technical reasons, it was pulled down. But it was very clear that they were not accepting the reality. They were not even accepting the truth. And the truth is very clearly that the Prime Minister's post was restricted and pulled down. This selective choosing of pulling down a post is something which the government has complained about, that what yardstick do you apply, and why don't you differentiate between abusive content on one side and a positive content on the other. And apart from what Payal was talking about, the anger of the government is not just against the Prime Minister's account being pulled down. It is also against, the misuse of a very popular social media app where the children are the maximum users. They're extremely vulnerable. There has been endless debate on whether there should be restrictions imposed, like many countries like Australia, New Zealand have done, where the Indian should also go in for that kind of restriction. But apart from that, how to ensure that these popular social media apps, which are very, very influential in the sense that they do have a mind game playing, is this the right platform for these children? I mean, whether it's sexual abuse slurs, whether it's coming to promoting porn or abusive content and provocative content. That line has to be drawn, and that's exactly what this two-day meeting is all about. And I think it's a big step taken if Mark Zuckerberg has finally decided to apologize, and a strong messaging coming across.
Absolutely, Pallavi and Payal, thank you very much. We believe Mark Zuckerberg has apologized, so it's one step forward towards meeting the needs and laws of the of Indian land and what the government has to say. It appears Meta has been receptive and they've apologized. Now, how far they're going to really comply and check their algorithm is what remains to be seen. We will follow through.